You've probably seen a lot of posts and hype recently about AI, artificial intelligence, on social media and in the news. It seems like everyone is posting AI-generated images and how great this technology is going to be for marketing. But, while AI has come a long way in recent years, it still lacks the creative power and interpretive abilities of the human mind. AI may be able to identify keywords and produce sentences using those words, but it will never be able to match the subtle nuances of language that humans can create. Product descriptions require an understanding of the product's features, but also an understanding of the customer's needs and desires. AI may be able to provide some of this language, but it cannot match the creativity and natural feel that humans can provide. AI will never be able to communicate as well as a human because they lack the emotional intelligence and intuition that humans possess. AI is only capable of understanding and responding to commands and tasks given to it, while humans are able to use language to express their thoughts and feelings and to build relationships. AI also lacks the creativity and imagination that humans have, which allows us to come up with novel solutions and ideas.
Except that everything that you just heard was written entirely by AI. Amazing, isn't it? This is an incredible tool that can help you with things like writing product descriptions, emails, entire web pages. Let me give you a quick demo of the OpenAI system. So here we have the playground area for OpenAI. And what you can do is within this area where it says to write a tagline for an ice cream shop, you can write in whatever you want. I'm just going to put in something like write a product description about a hand-painted Native American arrows with a bone arrowhead signed by a Navajo artist. And you hit submit. Let's see what AI comes up with. That's actually pretty good. These stunning hand-painted Native American arrows with bone arrowheads are sure to add a touch of rustic beauty to any room. Each arrow is carefully crafted by a Navajo artist, and each arrowhead is personally signed. Okay, you can see that we may actually need to edit this a little bit. Each arrowhead isn't signed, each arrow is signed. So we can edit that, but the descriptions that it comes up with are actually really good and something that we can use. Let's actually try something different. Let's have it write a headline. So I'm just going to remove all of this and say, let's write a headline for an article about the best present to give your significant other. Let's submit that to the engine. Okay, the ultimate guide to showing your love, the best gifts for your significant other. This is something that we might be able to use for a blog post, an article, an email, a social media post, whatever. Let's actually see what it comes up with when we ask it to write an email. So we'll remove all this, and let's say write an email promoting a 20% off sale for Valentine's Day on everything in the jewelry or floral departments. And you can see that it now will generate this email. Again, you can come in, you can edit this, but this is a fantastic starting point and something that would save probably 10 times the amount of time that it would normally take for you to come up and generate your own email. Now, you can actually use this platform to create just about anything. Let's ask it if we want to develop a course instead. So we're going to do a complete course on preparing a dinner party, including detailed instructions and menus. Now, one of the things that I want to show you here is that we've just been taking the default so far. And you can see that the maximum length here on the default is set to 256. Let's up that. Let's just have it go to like about 1,000. And you can see that it says it's going to take some more. Oops. So we want to go with 1,000 here, and we're going to develop a course. And then you can see that it generates modules, lessons, tells you what to include in those. We could obviously do video recordings of each of these lessons. It's showing us what our sample menus might be and so forth. I'm going to try one more thing, and let's go a little bit longer, and let's tell it to write a story. In this case, we're going to tell it to write a story about an awkward girl that's lacking confidence in her dress, makeup, and jewelry, who ends up becoming an influencer and the envy of all of her friends. The maximum length now, because I want to write a story, is I'm going to kick it all the way up to 4,000. And we hit submit. And you can see that it's actually creating an entire story here that we might be able to use. This might be for a blog post, it might be for a book, and so forth. When it gets to the end, if we don't have enough, we can actually just hit submit again. And if it didn't finish out the story, it could continue on here. So this is already using the maximum output length. So let's just say, instead of writing a story, let's say write a novel. And when we hit submit again, it's going to come up with a completely different story. So everything that it is generating is plagiarism free and unique every time that it creates the content. So you can see here that OpenAI has got a lot of potential for people in the e-commerce industry. I encourage you to read this entire blog post, play with it a little bit, and see what it can do for your online store.